think they call that poking the bear.
Well, back in May, this fixture finished Chelsea 6, Leicester 0. And earlier on in the campaign, it was Leicester 0, Chelsea 8. Those results are irrelevant, according to Willie Kirk. He said that in the build-up to this game. We shall see. Well, there will perhaps be memories for Leicester of their game against Arsenal from a few weeks back, the biggest like-for-like match-up with the champions Chelsea, perhaps. And Leicester were leading 2-0 at half-time, but then there was the second half collapse, and they ended up conceding 6 goals in the second half. Arsenal were so effective in that final 45 minutes. And Leicester will be wondering if they have perhaps soaked up the lessons that have been taught and have been learned since then. Chelsea are throwing in on goal here, and Lauren James is away. Lauren James for Chelsea takes just over a minute to put the champions ahead. They really are the cream of the crop, Chelsea. Lauren James, who scored a hat-trick last week, is instantly on the score sheet here. Well, that is the worst of starts here for Leicester City. But that is the threat that Chelsea pose. Chelsea starting the game here with real intent. James onto Kerr. And they are happy here to go back into their own half. A blistering start from the champions. Well, if there was any question mark about whether or not Chelsea were able to refocus after a Champions League game just a couple of days ago, those questions have been pretty quickly answered here. And dare I say it, they look even sharper than they did last season. Leicester, meanwhile, have started the game looking anything but. A careless pass from Tierney is picked up here by Ann-Katrin Berger. Genuine competition for places in goal with Chelsea this season. Musovic and Hampton both on the bench today. Eve Perisset, French international, looking for an option here. One arrives in the shape of Cuthbert, and she is happy to go all the way back. And Leicester pressing hard from the front. Press being led by Whelan, and the deflected clearance could well have dropped for a chance. Peterman unable to get there, and Ann-Katrin Berger is the one to grab hold. Flicked through again by Chelsea. Kirby feeds Lauren James. Lauren James away, looking for her second of the game, and it's gone in. Just 3 minutes after the first, only 4 minutes into the game. Lauren James causing trouble again at the back here for Leicester City, who with just 4 minutes of this game gone are 2 behind. The burst away. Kirby was there in support, but Lauren James didn't need her. It's a cruel deflection in the end off of Courtney Nevin to give the champions a second of the afternoon. Well, you always know that Chelsea have the potential for this. You felt that Leicester had certainly improved. But they, at the moment, are looking completely shell-shocked after what has been another Chelsea masterclass. Pressure arrives in the shape of Rutin Kennerud and Ed Perisset, who wins it. Stealing the ball away from Kaiman. Ferocious pace being played in this game. Clearly Chelsea and Emma Hayes have done their homework. And that high defensive Leicester line has been punished twice already. Lauren James again looking to get in behind. And CJ Bott is there to tidy up. There is no let-up here from Chelsea. They will not stop in their pursuit of perfection. And to say they look fired up here is an understatement. Sam Kerr was calling for the ball in behind. Chelsea this time happy to keep it. And Carter here rolls across towards Mjelde. And Perisset feeds on, slip passing from Chelsea. Cuthbert looking for the ball in behind to Sam Kerr, who peeled away. And if there is any sniff of goals, then Sam Kerr is always eager to add her name to the tally. Better from Leicester, Nevin, the Australian international, trying to get free. Palmer can turn, goes back to Howard. And here is Janina Leitzig, who produced more heroics in the Conti Cup win in the week. 3 penalty saves against Neri Fowler, Dana Castellanos and Steph Horton. Unable to keep Chelsea out though here. Had a good go at the second effort from Lauren James. But as Courtney Nevin was recovering, the ball cruelly bounced off of her and ended up in the back of the net. Chelsea already 2 goals to the good. Pressure here from Jutta Rantanen, unable to steal possession.
Hands in front of you, Pams. To your right.
Header away by Howard at the back. Just for a moment, this game calms down ever so slightly. Although you really get the feeling that Chelsea aren't looking for calm. Sam Kerr does take up these awkward positions as a striker. And 3 Leicester players come with her as she makes the run away. Lauren James thought she'd stolen possession, but the challenge was an unfair one, according to the referee, and Julie Thibault wins a free kick.
Wide on there, stretch it, stretch it. Yuta, Yuta.
Sophie Howard, who was on the score sheet against Manchester City with a header in the Conti Cup, rolls the ball away. Chelsea pressing hard. Ingle, quick pass, moved on by Kerr. Now Kirby, who is in an offside position. Great to see her back after she missed the World Cup, of course. And she looks back to her best. Second half performance in the Champions League against Paris that really caught the eye. And she was a key part of Chelsea turning up the heat on Paris and winning yet another game. And they potentially have a couple of difficult games coming up before we get to Christmas. The games against Häcken, the Swedish side, who are surprisingly at the top of Chelsea's Champions League group after back-to-back wins. Here is Tierney, who can turn the ball away. Space to move here for Leicester for perhaps the first time in the game. Peterman flicking on, looking for Whelan. Very different approach here for Leicester here this afternoon. You would normally expect to see either Missy Goodwin or Hannah Kane in wide positions. They have perhaps tried to be a bit more compact. Chelsea have still found a way. Palmer couldn't find room for the cross. Nevin here to receive the pass. Nevin spins, has a look, lifts one forward. Tierney can flick on, Kaiman. And there's just not a way through here. And Whelan in the middle, unable to do too much with the pass. And it lands in the arms of Ann-Katrin Berger. Well controlled by Rantzela. Was looking for Whelan, trying to play in that space in between Chelsea's midfield and defence. Kirby instantly looking left, where Kerr is waiting. Sam Kerr cuts back and looks for support, which arrives here in the shape of Lauren James. Her ball all the way across and just beyond Fran Kirby, but only just. Scintillating football from Chelsea again, and the speedy breakaway could so easily have led to a third. Well, Leicester have a way of playing under Willie Kirk, and perhaps there is an argument to suggest that they are still adapting to that new style.
Good, well done.
But clearly Emma Hayes has identified that if they can get that ball out quickly towards the left-hand side, and if they can look to catch one of the defenders in a one-on-one situation with the likes of either Sam Kerr or Lauren James, then Chelsea could quite easily get themselves even more goals. Rutin Kenerud finding Kirby. Kirby with space here, releases the pass to Kerr. Plenty waiting in the middle here for Chelsea, but it's Tierney who makes the header away. Given back to Ingle, sprays the diagonal, brilliant ball, Kerr in an offside position. Well, Sam Kerr has been carrying this injury And she said recently in an interview she will soon be back to her best. And you have to wonder, given the way that she played in the week in the Champions League and given the way she started here, whether that might have been slightly tongue-in-cheek. Looking back to her very best here, and Chelsea looks sharp. Lauren James drops deeper this time, and she's the one who starts the attack here. Perisset not hanging around. Seems to be the mantra here from Chelsea. Kirby with the challenge to win the ball back, and now Rutsin-Kenerud back towards Kirby, inches away from picking out the perfect pass. Well, this could be a troubling afternoon for Leicester, unless they are capable of doing something quickly to turn things around. Clearance away by Ann-Katrin Berger has given the ball away to Tierney. Smart thinking from the goalkeeper, though, to come out and make the clearance. And the Leicester attack doesn't build to too much. And it's back here with Chelsea. Thumped away by Jess Carter. Long, hopeful ball up into the air, and it's one that Cuthbert can't get close to. Snappy passing here from Leicester. Jutta Rantanen dealt with by Jess Carter, though, at the back. Well, she's been an absolute revelation for Chelsea and for England since the World Cup. They're so good in that back three. Good pressure again by Kirby. Rutsin-Kenerud comes away with the ball. Onto Kirby, who has a look up. Lifts one into the area. Well, it was heading in the right direction, but it just didn't quite drop quickly enough. I think it was intended to be more of a cross. Turned out to be more of a shot. Well, Janina Leipzig was backpedaling here, and she'll receive some treatment. And you can't quite help to be cynical in these moments, because it does give the Leicester players a chance to come across and have a word. Well, they are on their back foot to Willie Kirk. And whatever the tactics were at the start of the game just aren't working for Leicester. It was actually CJ Bott who was leading the conversation in there for Leicester, and not Willie Kirk. Conversation was that Leicester aren't doing their basic principles. Sometimes tough when Chelsea are playing the game at 400 miles an hour. They just weren't really given the chance to think in this game, and two quick-fire goals, one from Lauren James, and then the own goal from Courtney Nevin, are the two strikes that separate the two teams. Well, there's plenty going on elsewhere on the FA Player today. Arsenal, Chelsea's biggest challengers by the looks of things this season, play West Ham, and that game is on right now on the FA Player, as well as Liverpool against Brighton. And then later on, the later game, one not to miss, Aston Villa against Everton. Nicely worked here by Kaiman, but she doesn't get the room to do too much as Kirby comes sliding in.
Did you lock that? Good. 2-3 passes, you're out. Ailing across. Do you want more? Pams, push on. Good.
Kaiman, lovely pass with the outside of the boot. Unfortunately for Leicester, Hayley Whelan in an offside position. Well, it will be interesting to see how that tactical break in play has affected Leicester, if they can affect any kind of change at all. And Katrin Berger with a big clearance away. Hannah Rutten-Kennerud throwing the ball back here to Ev Perisset. And the run of Cuthbert creates the space for Ingle. Broke the Women's Super League appearance records last week. Now up to 185 appearances. And still at the top of the pile, Sophie Ingle, who was absolutely superb in the game against Liverpool. Kirby, right at the heart of things again. Breathtaking start from her.
Well done. Get together. Get together. CJ, release Haley.
Leicester hunting. Trying to find a route back into the game. It's a bit more progressive and it's a nice delivery in, and Chelsea were very nearly caught out. Ev Perisset has managed to make the clearance, although it wasn't one of her best. Another crossing opportunity. Kaiman denied the chance to get that ball in. Perisset touching away, and Leicester have their first corner of the game. Corner is taken short here. A move off of the training ground is well spotted. CJ Bott to angle one in, looking for the flick on, which she gets as well. And it's still here with Leicester and Courtney Nevin, who can whip one in towards the front post. Did get beyond Sophie Ingle just about. She received a helping hand from behind. Here is Kaiman trying to slip one through. And that was well anticipated. And Cuthbert looks to send one forward. Well, for Chelsea, the message hasn't changed. Looking to get the ball forward as quickly as possible. Lauren James and Sam Kerr consistently the targets on the left-hand side. Leicester working a bit harder, though, with the ball. They'll need to, though, after conceding 2 quick-fire goals. After just 4 minutes of this game, Chelsea were already 2-0 ahead. James squares the pass. If Perisset joining the attack as she loves to do. Seeing a lot of Lauren James in these deeper positions here. Now Carter looking for Cuthbert, who thought there was an opportunity there to play a quick 1-2. Niamh Charles was on a different wavelength, and it's been picked up here by Leicester. Risky pass all the way across the front of their 18-yard box, but it's one that works out here for Leicester. Lovely touch. And all of a sudden, Peterman is away, looking for Rantaler. Rantaler will go for goal, and Leicester are back in the game. Some finish as it flies beyond Berger and into the back of the net. And it's just the response that Willie Kirk would have been looking for. Quality pass and an exceptional finish here from Rantaler. Well, there was a break in play when Janina Leitzig went down here for Leicester. And whatever it was that Willie Kirk said to his players has clearly worked. They look galvanised here. This is a new position for them, really. Recently, they have been the team that have gone ahead. They went ahead in the game against Arsenal, against Manchester City, in the Conti Cup, and against Spurs. This time having to come from behind. The shoe is well and truly on the other foot, and Leicester have responded with one. Perisset into James. Sweeps back towards Ann-Katrin Berger.
That's the one there.
Cut. Wriggles free and bursts on here for Chelsea. The pass through, though, is intercepted. And Rittin Kennerud won't get to that one. She has battled to win it back, though, here. Finds Perisset, quick pass from her into the feet of Ingle, unable to find Cuthbert, and it's hurried away by Leicester.
Julie's got to release you. Yes, as you go. Tighter, Amy, tighter. Tighter, good, good, good. Come on, connect.
Chelsea taking a moment here to regroup. Mjelde with the pass into Kirby. She's not hanging around, though. Makes the burst, looking for Kerr. And Kerr under pressure from Howard. Forced to make a move back into her own half here. Space for James. Looking to lift one over the top. Unable to pick out Sam Kerr with the pass. Now Cuthbert into Kirby. Ingle there waiting. And Sophie Ingle will shift it wide here. Forward comes Niamh Charles. She's there to play the cutback. Leicester win it back, and it should be tidied up here. "15 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. Leicester in a much better position after a slow start. Or perhaps the better way to put that would be the quickest of starts from Chelsea. Rantala feeds one round the corner. Off goes Kaiman here. Her cross is met by a Chelsea head. Rantala can't get on to the end of that one. And Chelsea can't bring it away. Kaiman moving the ball on. Ingle scrapping with Tierney. It's Tierney who comes away with it. And Lauren James has to get back to help out the Chelsea defence. Rantala, the Leicester goal scorer, moves on towards Whelan. Whelan finds support. Bott feeds it through, and it's turned away at the back. If Perisset was able to get there. Well, last season Leicester suffered 2 heavy defeats against Chelsea. In an attempt to stop that happening, they are mounting a fight back here. Well, Leicester knew this was going to be a difficult one. Chelsea came into this having won 6 of their 7 Women's Super League games so far this season. There is a feeling that Chelsea sometimes start slowly. It hasn't been the case this time around. Only Manchester City have taken points off of Chelsea in the Women's Super League this season. Maybe Leicester will be the second here. Rantala can't feed it through. It's in Kennerud, back towards Perisset. I have to say that Chelsea looks slightly shaken here. They'll send a long ball forward towards the stumbling Kurt, who just about manages to keep her feet. Referee tried to play the advantage. No advantage there. And that's a free kick. Confirmation of that yellow card for Sophie Howard. Chelsea free kick lifted in towards the penalty spot, met by a Leicester head. Kennerud trying to volley and unable to catch it in a way that she would have liked. And now Rantala with a chance to get in behind the Chelsea defence, plays the ball across, was really all on her own, and perhaps that wasn't the best option. Well, given that she's already scored 1 in the game, you may have backed Rantala to produce something a bit more promising there. Nina Peterman was fairly far behind, and she couldn't repeat the favour after Peterman had played in the pass for Rantala to score Leicester's goal. Lauren James now spins free, loses her marker. Lauren James into Sam Kerr. Kerr with the pass, well intercepted, well anticipated. Fran Kirby was lurking, looking to add another. And Leicester managed to scramble that one away. They will still have a Chelsea corner to deal with here. Corner comes in towards the front post, and Niamh Charles is unable to hook it back into a more dangerous area. Whelan does well to protect the ball. And gets fairly lucky as Lauren James was there to pick up, but she could only walk it out of play here. The game is delicately balanced here, as Leicester have got themselves back into it. Chelsea pushing again though. Again, Chelsea looking to bypass midfield with the long ball into a wide position. And Kirby was the one running the channels. And Sophie Howard was the one making the challenge for Leicester. Lauren James digs out the cross. Can't pick out a teammate though with the pass. And Perisset does well to find Mialda. And under pressure, she's quite happy to go back to her goalkeeper, Berger. Cuthbert winning it in midfield, looking wide. Where there was nobody waiting. Here are Chelsea again, Ingles pass, threaded through, Kirby! Lays the ball off, Cuthbert there waiting, but the goal won't stand. The flag was raised, much to the relief here of the Leicester defence. Sophie Howard squares the pass, and Nevin makes a pass forward, which is intercepted by Perisset, who's on the burst. Kerr feeding James, who hooks on towards Kirby. This looks promising again for Chelsea. James runs to take the defender away, and Kirby is forced to go backwards towards Perisset. Clever pass to Rutten Kennerud. Quick give and go with Kirby. She sends into the area. So quick from Chelsea, electric pace with every attack. But this one doesn't result in a goal. Although there is a feeling that the champions are looking to go up through the gears just before the break.
That's a small detail can kill it. Take your small details out.
Off goes Charles. Makes a brilliant run here. She delivers, Chelsea are in, and it's Sam Kerr who's there. A master at work, grabs Chelsea's third goal of the afternoon. Niamh Charles here with another WSL assist, her fourth of the season. The low ball deflecting through into a space where Sam Kerr just loves to be. The Barclays Women's Super League champions restore their advantage here. It did look as though they were trying to ramp things up before the half-time whistle, and they have done just that here. Ingle sends one around the corner. It's in Kennerud, whose game has really gone up to another level this season. This time, though, there is no way through for the Swedes, who will be facing her former side, Häcken, in the Champions League twice before Christmas. Kerr's control onto Kirby, who makes the burst, slips through the pass. Niamh Charles is there, and she is denied on the goal line her chance to add her name to the score sheet. That would have been an absolute beauty from Chelsea. Fabulously crafted. And Niamh Charles must have thought that she'd scored. Kirby moved the ball on. And Charles denied here by CJ Bott. Chelsea corner, looks pretty good, looks like trouble. Charles can't turn it any further than the edge of the 6-yard box. And Leicester have managed to, in rather frantic fashion, turn the ball away. There was a real feeling that Leicester were back into this one, that they had turned a corner, that they were taking the game here to the champions, but as is so often the way, Emma Hayes' side have put their foot on the gas. Although they may be in some trouble here, and that may be big trouble. Surely a decision here for the referee to make. Berger came out, made the challenge. Outside of the penalty area. Well, an opportunity for another as Peterman is brought down. But it looks like there won't be a card here from the referee. Well, that seems almost unbelievable. Palmer to strike. Oh, what a brilliant hit. Kept out initially by Berger, but she can't stop the follow-up here. Well, it was a fine hit from the free kick from Amy Palmer, who struck it with real venom. It was well kept out initially by Berger, but on the follow-up, well, it looks as though that could well go down as an own goal. Possibly Mjelde who got the final touch. Well, Chelsea's next win in the Barclays Women's Super League looked as though it was done and dusted here as Chelsea got goal number 3. Leicester with other ideas.
There
will be a minimum of 4 minutes then added to the end of this first half. Given that we've already seen 5 goals in a frantic encounter, feels as though anything could happen. Such a turnaround this season though for Leicester City. Last time around, 15 goals in their 22 matches, 8 fewer than Reading, who were relegated. And this time around, well, scoring plenty. Already up to 12, but conceding plenty as well, and that has become a bit of a habit. Has turned this one into a thoroughly entertaining matchup though. Chelsea find space again here on the left-hand side. Kirby has managed to keep the ball in play. Couldn't get beyond the sliding Sophie Howard, though.
You turn that space. You touch drop. Drop a couple. See the space? Yep, in front. Candace controller. Go tight.
Well, Tierney is in there. She is being credited as the goal scorer, perhaps, of the most recent goal. I will be interested to watch the replay back. 1 minute of this additional time at the end of the first half to go. Mantala unable to get to the return pass. Britain Kennerud so good in tight spots. Manages to work it back to Perisset, and that will do for Chelsea. Away it goes. The whistle goes on a pulsating first half of Barclays Women's Super League football, where Lauren James, who had a hand in the 2 early goals, made it look as though Chelsea, with just 4 minutes gone and 2-0 up, were about to have an easy afternoon here, and another 3 points was heading their way. But they have been pushed and pushed here, Chelsea, by Leicester. And at the break, it's Chelsea 3, Leicester 2. Let's have a look. Welcome back to Chelsea against Leicester City in the Barclays Women's Super League. Chelsea could have been out of sight in this game. Leicester have given them a good go here, and they are very much still in the picture. Well, Chelsea started the first half in the quickest of styles. Something I'm sure Leicester will be very wary of. They've made a change, and there's a confirmation of it. As Kerr tries to get herself in behind, plays the pass, Kirby the target. Kirby can't feed the ball on though to Niamh Charles. Played that brilliant pass in the first half to feed the ball in for goal number 3 for Sam Kerr, and could so easily have scored goal number 4 too. CJ Bott cleared that one off of the goal line, and that may prove to be a pivotal moment in this game if Leicester do manage to fight back.
Yes, please, stay where you are.
Open up that space, CJ. Open up that space.
Thibaut's throw-in. Finds Kane, who is the half-time substitute here. One to think about for Berger. Drops to Rantalar, who takes a big swing. And it's a big miss. Leicester, though, still in possession. Sent in by Nevin. Nevin's ball headed away. Chelsea with all hands on deck at the back. The penalty area packed with blue shirts. Leipzig with the clearance, looking for the flick on, but only succeeding in finding Carter. His second touch gets the ball to Cuthbert. That challenge was late. Peterman will be spoken to here by the referee, and she will get the yellow cards. Well, it's interesting that Nina Peterman got the yellow card for that particular challenge, and yet there was no punishment for Berger, the Chelsea goalkeeper, earlier on in the game. I think she was very lucky. Leicester did score from the free kick. Carter's ball swept wide where Kirby is waiting. Cuthbert quickly closed down here by Peterman, who's going to have to be careful. And Leicester do well. Well, it has been a much better start to the second half than the first already. It took just over a minute for Lauren James to get her name on the score sheet. Another goal for her. And it was a scintillating performance from Lauren James in the opening 20 minutes or so. And she's chasing Janina Leipzig here, who calmly passes away to Thibaut. Well, Willie Kirk has said that he's asked Janina Leicester in recent training sessions to play with a bit more risk. All part of her development within this Leicester setup. Chelsea hunting, trying to press and cause problems at the back. No high-risk pass this time. Leipzig with the ball in towards Kane. Loses out and gives it to Ingle. And off goes Kirby. Kirby wins the free kick. Great to see her back in full flow. Pressure was on Cuthbert there, steers one around the corner. Manages to keep Whelan away. It was left by Lauren James. Kerr couldn't get to the ball. And Ingle will be the one here trying to tidy up. Look at the pressure though from Sophie Howard. Ingle's done brilliantly. Kirby now. Now Cuthbert with the ball in behind, looking for Kerr. Well, it's interesting the tactics have changed from Chelsea in the second half. They were trying to get the ball forward so quickly in the first period. In the second half, looking to go through the phases a bit more, work it through midfield. Martin Kennerud is the one who makes the interception. Ingle steers around the corner. Kerr gets the return pass. She delivers in. Charles arriving here. Big up and under. Back to the edge of the 6-yard box. Lauren James underneath it. So too is Howard. Neither of them connected. And Carter didn't really connect with that either. It's a mess. The top scorers in the Women's Super League, who've actually been really good at the back too, but they have been breached twice here by Leicester. And the complexion of the second half completely different to the first. Kirby wins another free kick.
Yo. Stay in the half space there, it's fine. Straight line, Yo, let Maron deal with it.
Plenty forward here for Chelsea as the ball is delivered in. And it's rather easily sent away by Peterman, who is back there. Now Cuthbert, she's lucky to find her teammates. It's an excellent stop though by Leipzig to deny the chance. And the flag was raised in any case for offside. And the goal from Carter, even if it had hit the back of the net, wouldn't have stood. Good spell with the ball for Chelsea. Leicester having to dig in here. An opportunity for Kane to chase. Carter recovers. Charles is there. Quickly charged down.
See it develop, see it develop, and then we can adjust.
Thanks, Claire, when you're ready.
And there's a foul on CJ Bolt. Well, it wasn't so long ago that Leicester lost 6-2 against Arsenal. And they conceded 6 in the second half. They seem to have learnt a few lessons here. Not allowing themselves to get caught in one-on-one positions in key areas of the pitch. Certainly looks as though they have Chelsea slightly worried here. Well, the referee is called into action again. That's another unfair challenge. And it's Peterman again, who already has a yellow card. Chance for Kane to burst. Can't get away from Charles, who recovers. CJ Bott does well. Finds space here in midfield for Thibaut. Looks to lift one in behind. And can't quite find the late run of Utarantala. Charles with a pass, and she's fairly lucky to find Kerr. Referee playing the advantage, but the whistle will blow this time as Lauren James is sent tumbling here. Well, again, there is leniency from the referee. And it was Sophie Howard who was involved, another Leicester player who is on a yellow card. Brilliant ball by Carter to Ritten Kennerud. Feeds one around the corner. Arriving is Mjelde, who gives it straight back. And that's a brilliant recovery by the returning Janice Kaiman. Leicester managed to get the ball away, but instantly Chelsea will look to hit with another wave of attack here. Well, at least they would have done, but they've given the ball away rather carelessly. Howard caught in possession, and now James can break. It's Lauren James for Chelsea. She turns on the style. A beauty of a finish from Lauren James. And the 2-goal advantage here is restored once more. Outstanding quality from Chelsea. And a really clever finish from Lauren James. Well, after her hat-trick last week, she has 2 here. Had a big hand in the second as well, the own goal. And it was really Sam Kerr who was chasing down the ball that really gave Chelsea the opportunity to find their way through. And Leicester have an injury to deal with here. Hannah Kane, the substitute, who has gone down and doesn't look in brilliant shape, it has to be said. Well, we can have a look back at the goal. Goal number 4 for Chelsea. Howard caught out. Kerr all of a sudden arrived. Quick thinking from Kirby. And away sprinted Lauren James. And Leipzig was expecting perhaps the smash. And Lauren James went for the cute. Well, again, Willie Kirk calls across the players here as Hannah Kane receives some treatment. And Again, it looks as though Lauren James will be the one to make the headlines. Willie Kirk not ready to give this one up easily. Instructions being handed out here, in particular to Aileen Whelan and to Janice Kaiman. And as long as Leicester have players of that kind of quality, Champions League winners like Janice Kaiman, there is a chance. Away it goes by Berger. Flag raised against Chelsea. Here is Lauren James, gets the give and go, and the return pass is just a bit too heavy. Tries to poke on towards Rutin Kennerud, who was charging away down that right-hand side. Pressure on for Tierney, who passes away. Howard wide, bounces up awkwardly for CJ Bott, who in turn tries to make things awkward for Niamh Charles. Peterman lost it in the air. Carter certainly didn't, thumped away the clearance. Charles can't spin away. Under pressure from Hannah Kane. Running freely now after that injury just a moment ago. Is there another twist in this thrilling matchup here in the Barclays Women's Super League? Sam Kerr has been allowed in here. She streaks beyond the defence and runs into Janina Leitzig this time. Good save by the German goalkeeper. Let off for Leicester. A mistake from Thibault allowed Kerr in. She doesn't miss many, that's for sure, not from this kind of position. Crucially though, Sam Kerr misses this time, misses the chance to grab her second of the afternoon. Hesitation from Howard, who was charged down pretty quickly by Lauren James. Chelsea on the attack again, and here comes Kirby. Well, the referee has blown here. Looks as though it could be Sam Tierney who is down on the ground. There, of course, is protocol for any kind of head injury. Seems to be the suggestion here. Well, this looks like it may well prove to be the crucial moment in the game. Lauren James with a picture book moment here. Leicester were far more stubborn in the first half. We haven't seen that same level of resistance and that same level of pushback in this second period. Under Willie Cook, though, you just never know. Still 25 minutes remaining here. Charles lifts one straight into the area. Chelsea on the attack again. And Kerr just couldn't reach it under the pressure from the Leicester City defence. Kirby. Cuthbert so tidy in there, and Charles so solid. And Chelsea quite happy to keep the ball for a moment as they try to draw Leicester forward and create some space, which they've done here brilliantly. Rutsin-Kanerud is on the break. Carries the ball a long way, but there's no option, so has to work it back to Ingle. Chelsea are setting the tempo.
Go on, you can do this, go on. Control, good, well done, next one, good, get together. Well done. You know where they are.
Kirby pulls wide. Now finds Lauren James, and Chelsea are not chasing this now, they don't need to. Lauren James might be chasing another hat-trick, though. That's a different story. Here is Kirby. Unable to do much from that wide position. CJ Bott's pass was risky, and Chelsea have won it back. And through they go into the area. Kerr waiting for the pass from Rutsin-Kanerud. The pass never arrives, though. Leicester have conceded a corner. Well, it's that burst of acceleration, that quick thinking from Chelsea that makes them so difficult to handle. Corner taken short. Rutsin-Kanerud delivers in. Charles was arriving. Here is Cuthbert. Sees the effort blocked. Lauren James also runs into traffic. Lovely from Chelsea again. They're in, they're looking for another. The ball, though, taken away by Sophie Howard from the feet of Sam Kerr. Trying to turn, not given the chance to do that, but Ingle has the chance to attack, and Kerr does have it. Lovely pass to Kirby. Kirby is away, and she's well dealt with by the recovering Leicester City defence. Chelsea in towards the front post. And they'll get another shot at a cross into the penalty area. Big deflection on the way through. And it carries away for another corner kick on the opposite side. Kirby receives it short. Here's Lauren James. Rutin Kenerud will have a good run here across towards the opposite side, where there is plenty of room here for Charles. Good first touch. The second, though, doesn't find its way through. Kirby with a touch here to Cuthbert. Elsewhere in the Women's Super League today, big wins for Arsenal by the looks of things. Still 21 minutes to go in their game against West Ham, but they are 3 goals ahead. They continue to push the champions all the way. And another big result for Liverpool too. Liverpool currently 3 goals to the good with 20 minutes to go in their game against Brighton. Both of those on the FA player. As is the later game today, Aston Villa against Everton. What certainly looks interesting for Chelsea is their next game in the Women's Super League, after the international break, when they head to the Emirates to play Arsenal. Here's Kirby. Kirby delivers, fizzed in, just beyond the reach of Sam Kerr. Ingles' pass, loose. And Kane was looking to get onto that one. And was unable to do so under the pressure of Charles. Well, there's a busy campaign of football coming up for Chelsea. And they have a pretty stacked bench. And the changes are coming. Kirby, who's been excellent here, will be one of those who looks likely to be removed. And Lauren James won't get the chance to look for another hat-trick. Just the 2 for her here. And Niamh Charles as well, whose assist was well timed for Sam Kerr's goal. Ashley Lawrence, Nurskin, both of those 2 onto the field here. And Aggie Beaver-Jones as well. Well, things don't exactly get any easier for Leicester with the introduction of those 3. Chelsea with an embarrassment of depth. Howard's header. Bott lifts one over the top, looking for the run of Whelan here. Well, with the changes, Leicester may sense that there is an opportunity. Here is Bott. Good pass and a nice effort, firmly hit. And well saved by Berger. That is a lovely touch. And Rustin Kanerud is challenged unfairly. Well, the referee threw up the yellow card there. Julie Thibault is the latest to go into the referee's book. Changes coming up for Leicester. Missy Goodwin is about to be introduced alongside Remy Simpson. A couple of attacking changes for Leicester. And Josie Green, well, comes on for Julie Thibault, and perhaps that's a move of sense after she just went into the book. And Lena Peterman also has a yellow card, so maybe there is a sense that it's a good idea to remove her from the field. And the goal scorer, Jutta Rantzela, also off of the pitch. So triple change for both teams here as we head into the final 13 minutes of regular time. Of course, we have become accustomed to seeing plenty of additional time at the end of these matches. Erin Cuthbert, so tenacious in her work, wins the ball back here, steals it away from Simpson. Here's Lawrence. Ashley Lawrence beat one, two proved to be too many. And Leicester can get the ball away, but they have struggled to create the chances that they did in the first half. It was a spirited response to going behind, twice reducing the deficit. Hannah Kane up against Lawrence here, does well to keep hold of the ball. Bott arrives. The New Zealand international has a look before delivering in. It was a good ball as well. Carter, though, was there, and she needed to get there as well, with a couple of Leicester players lurking inside the penalty area. Whelan's touch is good. The challenge was late. Cuthbert got nowhere near to the ball. Leicester rolling the dice with the changes. And there's the effort sent goalwards by Sophie Howard. Scored in the Conti Cup this week, unable to trouble the goalkeeper Berger here. Willie Kirk asking for one final push. Well, Leicester's manager said over the summer, we really don't want to be in another relegation battle. They look far from relegation contenders, that's for certain. There is a different look, a different feel about this Leicester team. As it stands, though, they are heading for defeat here against the champions. Push on Sophie Howard. Leicester free kick. Chelsea readying another change, and Sam Kerr is the one who's replaced. Well, Sam Kerr adds another goal to the tally at Chelsea. Could well have been more. Replaced by Fleming.
Go on, Joe. Go on, CJ. Second, CJ.
Well, in her absence, Sam Kerr has passed the armband to Mara Mjelde. It's a wonderful turn by Nuskin. And the pass is pretty decent as well. Jessie Fleming into the action, trying to get there. And now Beaver Jones, who's been a revelation this season. Won't latch onto that pass from Erin Cuthbert. Chelsea player who was out on loan. She's been away for a couple of seasons with Bristol City for a while in the Championship and then Everton in the Women's Super League. And we'll start to see more and more of that, I'm sure, from the big clubs, and she is perhaps the first evidence of that working successfully. Whelan gets the shove. And again, the referee is lenient. Shifted wide by Green. CJ Bott with the ball. And it's one that's cleared away by Chelsea. Feel as though they have this one under control now, Chelsea. It looks as though they are heading towards another win. Forward by Howard, hooked on by Whelan. Can Leicester change the game here? Well, no is the answer, because they are in an offside position as the ball comes in. There were plenty waiting. Howard, well placed, seems some racing away. And she has done well. Wins a corner. Mjelde with the clearance that maybe has given Leicester a chance to get back into the game. Good looking corner here for Leicester, and it needed the clearance on the goal line. or rather frantic back there as Leicester continue to push. They'll get another go here. Nevin looking for the give and go, makes the run into a good position, goes for goal when perhaps there were better options, and Berger is able to grab hold here and take control in a moment that for Chelsea looked like it could result in another Leicester goal. I think now I'm about to come on here for Chelsea. And she will replace Mara Miauda. And so the armband will surely have to change here. And so Sophie Ingle has the armband, the third captain of the game here for Chelsea. Carter does well, looks as though she might be in a spot of bother, calmly clears away. Howard will give things another try here. And it's been worked well towards Whelan, who was unable to feed the ball through. Tierney was in a good spot. Difficult to feed the ball through that central area though for Leicester. And it's fair to say that Berger is not in a rush here. Fleming. Now Ingle. And Cuthbert works the space, which is open on the right. Ritten Kennerud can deliver in, and Chelsea will look for another, and they have it too. Well, it's a scoreline that perhaps flatters them as Aggie Beever-Jones gets on the score sheet again for Chelsea. A fine goal-scoring season from her, picked out brilliantly, and guiding the header into a space that Janina Leipzig just couldn't reach. Saw a brilliant interview with Aggie Beever-Jones talking about her time with the England under-23 setup, saying that she plays every game for them as if Serena Wiegman is watching. An attitude I'm sure that will get you far. Chelsea with defending to do. Kane's delivery turned away. Emma Hayes asked recently about her leaving to take up the job with the United States national team. Asked whether or not her focus was fully here. Well, perhaps what's followed over recent matches against Paris and here against Leicester is a response to those comments. wants to leave with Chelsea on top. It looks as though they will be on top of the Barclays Women's Super League again tonight. Well, here's the corner, turned goalwards and hooked away by Nurskin. There will be a minimum of 6 minutes at the end of this second half as Chelsea burst clear looking for goal number 6. Well, Chelsea will be top of the league. Looks as though they have enough breathing room here. Although there will have been moments in this game, I'm sure, that Arsenal would have watched on and seen. And they'll be thinking that there's an opportunity for them in a couple of weeks' time when these two meet at the Emirates. On the breakaway, the impressive Rutin Kanerud twists away from Nevin, and she's still got hold of the ball here, unbelievably. And Beaver Jones takes the ball out for a goal kick. Maggie Beaver-Jones. Again looking to test this Leicester City defence. Ingle arrives. And now Jessie Fleming. She lifts in, inviting looking cross as well. And one that needed to be turned away with Nurskin arriving. Maggie Beaver-Jones feeds on the pass. Chelsea relentless in their pursuit of more goals. Have another corner. Chelsea corner acrobatically sent over the top. Well, it has been a Leicester performance that at times has had plenty of fighting spirit. They'll face Brighton and West Ham in the Women's Super League between now and Christmas, as well as a game in the Conti Cup against Manchester United. And you feel after this one, the toughest test of them all, they'll go into those games feeling pretty prepared.
Good job.
Fleming gets lucky. And now Nurskin, who gives it back to Fleming. Rutin Kanerud is away. There's a throw-in on the far side. Here is Cuthbert. And Fleming loses possession, although not for long. Perhaps a chance for a late Leicester break here. Maybe not. Nevin can't feed the pass through. And still, Chelsea sprint forward, and here comes Fleming. Can't get beyond CJ Bott though. Chelsea will look for one final goal here. The runners make their moves inside the penalty area. Lawrence with the touch, flicked on by Ingle. And it's not the first time she's tried that, and it's not the first time that one's gone over the bar. Erskine maybe needs to work on the angles. Well, if you just looked at the scoreline for this game, you might think that this had been another routine Chelsea win. It certainly wasn't that way, as Leicester pushed and pushed in the first half, but in the second half, with experience and guile, Chelsea controlled the game. And again, in the Barclays Women's Super League, they come away as victors. It's another big win for Emma Hayes' side. Chelsea 5, Leicester City 2.